She was an exotic dancer. So
Okay. That's Mr. Tillis, sorry. That's still a job. So what you're saying is that she's capable of working a job.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
It appears she was served a citation on her job.
Today we're asking that the parties be named joint managing conservators of the child, with Mr. Tillis having the right to establish the residency of the child, a geographic restriction for Bell and contiguous counties, a standard possession order for mom, also asking for non-disclosure related to Mr. Tillis's information, all exchanges for the children to occur at a mutually agreed upon location.
Okay, well,
And
we'll
for,
talk about that one. That's not enforceable.
sorry.
So we'll
Oh,
look at some testimony on that. So thank
I
you.
have a couple locations, actual
Okay.
locations as well, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, I like something that's enforceable. So yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, I'll let you finish up. Thank you.
Absolutely. So if they don't agree, then the exchanges to occur at the maternal grandparents' house or the paternal grandparents' house. That's where they've been doing it presently.
All right. I asked them to give me an address for those, and again, that was still kind of not enforceable. So yeah. All right. Thank you.
Okay, or we just pick one, Your Honor, if you would prefer. All right. Also asking child support in the amount of $232 per month to start June 1st, 2025. And not asking for any medical support at this time, as the child is covered by Mr. Tillis through his employer.
Okay. All right, then, Mr. Tillis, raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much, sir. You can put your hand down, and I'll let the state call you as a witness.
Okay. Mr. Tillis, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And you are the father of Jeremiah Joseph Tillis, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And today you are asking this court to name you and the mother as joint managing conservators, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And you would like to be named as the parent that's primarily, or I'm sorry, what we refer to as the primary parent. And you're going to decide where the child lives and goes to school, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
Okay. And you would ask the court also for a geographic restriction to Bell and contiguous counties, and you understand that you can't leave unless the court orders it.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
Okay. You're also asking that mom be given a standard possession order.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
Okay. And also you're asking for non-disclosure based on some things in the past that occurred between you and the mother, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And can you just briefly, I guess, describe or why you feel if she has your address that you or your child would not be safe at that time?
Just from, like I said earlier, past experience, and that past experience being where I was kind of provoked and antagonized to um kind of just put my hands on her and just, just defense of myself. Since then, that was about when the kid was about maybe 14 to 20 days old. And from that point, we've been separated um, and remained such. And since then, I haven't given her access to where I live, and I think things have been smoother that way.
Okay. All right. And right now you guys are exchanging the child at either your parents' house or her parents' house, correct?
This is correct.
Okay. So to make it enforceable,
Okay.
we need,
All right. Ms. Cummins. Sir, what city you live in?
What city?
Yeah.
I live in Killeen, Texas.
All right. What city does she live in?
She
Temple?
lives in Temple, Texas.
All right, here's the deal, sir. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do it by agreement. Y'all can agree to exchange, but if there's not an agreement, I want it to KPD. If I'm dealing with some potential family violence, I don't want it at somebody's house. I want it at a place where there's high definition cameras and police officers, okay?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can agree to do it at the grandparents, but if there's not an agreement, you gotta fall back on the Killeen Police Department location out off of, it's not off of Stansel, it's on I got the name of the street already. Well, that's great. Anyway, the state will pull that up, and that's where I want the exchange to take place if y'all cannot come to agreement. And you would need to confirm that by, hey, we can't come to agreement by text messaging, and so we're going to go with the KPD location. All right.
Yes, sir. I can abide by that.
All right. Thank you. Now. All right. Yeah, you may proceed, Ms. Cummings. That way, yeah, I don't want the grandparents getting in the middle of anything between you two. Okay, because I got a strange feeling they might take sides. So yeah. Anyway, thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, and I apologize, I will ask for clarification. Does Clean PD, do they have multiple, I
They
guess?
used to have an old one downtown that still pops up on the grid, but it's the and in fact, I'll just bring it up. You type in Clean PD on Google, it'll give you the correct address. It doesn't.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if they had like annexes or little.
They may, but it's going to pop up at the as the main one. It always has. So
Okay, perfect. Okay, and regarding child support, do you know of any reason why the mother could not work a job at minimum wage, 40 hours a week?
I don't.
Okay. Have you known her to work in the past?
Depends on what you call work.
okay,
She was.
Has she had a job in the past?
it appears she was served a citation on her job
Yeah.
originally back in December. So yeah, go ahead.
To my knowledge, she no longer worked there.
Okay.
Her job before that was she was an exotic dancer. So
Okay. That's Mr. Tillis, sorry. That's still a job. So what you're saying is that she's capable of working a job.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, and you're fine with child support being set at the minimum wage presumption, which is the $232 a month.
Yes,
Perfect. And you presently have the child covered under private health insurance through your employer, correct?
this is correct.
Okay, and you're not asking for any reimbursement from mom for the cost of that insurance, correct?
No.
And are you good with that child support starting on June 1st, 2025?
To help her out, is there any way we could push it back? Like maybe start of August or the following year or something like that?
I got no problem going with July or August, sir, but I don't want to go all the way to next year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you won't and you're able to take care of the child, I'll go with August the 1st, starting child support to give mom time to get her ducks in a row. That gives her 90 days easy, and that's about as far as I'd like to go, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, is there anything else that you feel the court needs to know or that I may have failed to touch base on regarding your child and possession and access or child support?
No, not at this time.
Thank you. Your Honor, the state rests.
All right, sir. The only thing I need to know about, okay, it's on Community Boulevard. That's what okay, I couldn't remember community for nothing. Clean PD is on Community Boulevard. All right, sir. I was just making, there's never been any criminal charges filed against either of you for any type of assault on each other, correct?
No, sir.
All right, just want to make sure there wasn't anything that didn't come to fruition on that altercation y'all had. All right, then I'm looking to go ahead and grant yours in the state's request. I'm looking at naming you both joint managed conservators, giving you the right to decide domicile. I'm going to go ahead and order child support, the mother pay child support based on guidelines, and that starts the first day of August 2025. You're responsible for health insurance going forward, sir, for the child until further order of the court. I'm going to go ahead and well, it doesn't sound like mom's in the position to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and waive court costs and, like I said, give her a chance to get her ducks in a row. I'll go ahead and do the visitation, standard visitation as requested, exchange as by agreement, with an agreement at the Killeen Police Department on Community Boulevard in Killeen, Texas. And I'll go ahead and grant all the other aspects of the request that the state and the father have made at this time. Is there anything else then, Ms. Cummings?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
All right, anything else, sir?
No, sir, not at this time.
All right, then. Are you wearing an Ellison Hodge t-shirt, sir, or sweatshirt there, sir?
Yes, sir.
You better not be doing, okay, no. Some guy named Dr. Ellison made my mother bring me to school in Killeen, and we lived in Belton. Just because she taught out there, I had to go to school in Killeen for 7 years. So, yeah.
I used to work there. I went to Killeen High, though. I used to work there.
Yeah. I left after I graduated from Rancier. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, clean's kind of in the blood. Anyway, sir, good luck to you and your son, and y'all take care. And I'll let the state prepare that and get it to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
All right.
Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Tucker. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. I completely blanked that today was the 24th.
Okay. All right, ma'am. We'll get you. I'll have to double check and make sure you're on the right docket, ma'am, and we'll get you set up. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And who's the other party on your case, sir, ma'am?
Heather Landers.
Landers? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
And the child is Spencer Tucker.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
And thank you.
I don't see any type of temporary order on this one, Mr. Gwynn. I do see that it was properly reset for the day's date.
Yeah, I in an email from the ad light on.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm on another case. We're gonna get you checked in, and once we get you checked in, we'll get you to the appropriate place, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't see anything that shows. I got testimony last time to prove I'm making this a final order, or even without some testimony from one of the parties, especially the mom, about what we need to do going forward as far as this is concerned.
Because my note had said that the court had taken it under advisement, and that the parties did not need to appear. I could figure this out, Judge.
Okay, I got nothing on my docket that shows this was an actual proof of it. I think they had an agreement last time, right?
Last time we were just.
Ma'am, this is not I'm not talking about your case. I'm not talking about your case, ma'am. Sorry. I'm on another case right now. So, we're not, I'm not, Ms. Tucker, I'm talking about, okay, you got it. All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Let's see. What do I got in my notes? Standard visitation.